Welcome back, everyone, to the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox. You got Vitality Rises and Strictly Business facing off against one another, and Vitality Rises looking to keep the drive alive here in this domination matchup. Saw a very peculiar play there out of Dito, rocking that LMG. I believe that was Dito with the LMG. Yes, it is with that M27, if I'm correct. And, wow, I like this quite a bit.
Yeah, you know, a ton of players I see, they used to use this, Alex, when it first came out. And right now, it's starting to make a little bit of a comeback. You know, you can use that thermal LMG with a few smoke grenades, toss it on that B flag, and, you know, you can shoot through that train with FMJ. So, I mean, it's definitely a good play.
We actually saw that happen in Black Ops 2 as well. If I'm correct, was it? I think it was Nade who used the LMG on standoff search and destroy. Haven't really seen it applied much to domination. He used to use a thermal LMG, and it worked out wonders back then too, because, you know, I mean, of course, with the way that map was designed and being able to put that LMG on playground. This time around, I mean, I got to give it. I'm just going to go back to Dito, because I just got to see this play continue. I mean, he's 7-2. He's 7-2. He's just tearing him up.
He also has a class that it has tacticals and double grenades as well. So, I mean, this is a very interesting class for Dito. Very odd class, but, you know, these are the type of things that I like to see as well, yes.
This is something very unique and very different. Granted, now looking here to see what is going on. Oh, he got him. Two players there with a nade and a kill there with that LMG. Dito, again, finding another one. And it just seems like he has the hot hand. Nothing is stopping him. What a shot as well, taking out Blue. And I just can't, I mean, I'm blown away. This is awesome.
Yeah, you know, we used to see Karma do this a little bit for Complexity back around, you know, Philly and Columbus. He did it on Envy as well. We haven't seen it from anybody really since. We see it on Search and Destroy sometimes. You know, we see Xfinity, they'll use a class with the LMG and also Reflex Overkill.
Yeah, Mud Dog was one of the guys who loved to bust out that LMG with Iron Sight, I believe, or something like that, and gets a double kill. Dito, I love this.
He's dominating.
He's a tank, essentially. And LMGs, they're great long-range weapons to just tear through players. And Apathy, we're going to jump over to him. He is going to get taken out by Carnage, but you know that Vitality Rises is so confused right now, but they got to put Dito in a position where he has to put that LMG away. He went 15-3 with it. What a run for him in general.
Interesting about the M27.
He's still using it.
Yeah, I actually saw a video, I believe it was Drifter who made it. And the M27 has the longest 3-bullet kill range of any gun in the game.
Wow.
Better than the ARs.
So it makes sense to use it, especially when you're guarding like mid lanes and whatnot. And also you can wallbang very well too.
Right.
So
you move, I believe, the slowest.
Yeah.
But it has the longest 3-shot kill range. So
oh yeah. Well, I wonder what he's using perk-wise. You know, like maybe. Oh my goodness, Dito!
You can see the damage it does at that range.
Yeah, he is just shredding. Vitality Rises here. This has been a difference maker, 73-47. And I cannot believe what we're seeing. What a great play out of him. Apathy, on the other hand, is going to find one player. That is going to be Carnage, following up with a double kill of his own. And he thought that he was going to be another player there as well, going for the trip, but that was not going to happen. Needless to say, though, Strictly Business is rolling here. Vitality Rises, you know they have to be frustrated. Gotaga is 6-13. Carnage, though, with the knife there on Apathy. Back to Dito, who has that LMG guarding over top red and guarding over B on top of top red. I'm at a loss for words, Mr. X.
I'm just trying to sit here, Alex. I'm trying to think of a counter for a class.
I can't. Yeah, I agree. I can't seem to think of one.
I mean, I guess you would have to run something with Smoke and Incog.
Yeah.
Just kind of force him to move out of those positions. I think the one way you would get an LMG to just kind of be, you know, ineffective would be to force that player to move.
Yeah.
So I think maybe if you started throwing tons of nades in Dito's direction or stuns, something that would make his movement non-existent. He was an easy kill. I think that would force him to change.
Wow. I mean, I loved what I saw there. That was amazing. 100-61. 161.
Yeah. And that's the type of stuff me and you have been wanting to see pretty much the whole weekend. We wanted to see innovative classes. We wanted to see people do things that we haven't seen before. You know, we've seen a lot of different things throughout the extended period of Ghost so far. That's something we haven't seen in a very long time.
I wonder if he's going to use that LMG again
I
going
don't
into
think
the second
so.
half. You don't think so?
I think that's something that, well, personally, I think you would use that for a half.
Okay.
Use it, get
And
a
not
huge
rely on
lead,
it for a whole game.
not rely on it for a whole game. I think right now the Vitality squad's probably trying to come up with a solution to that,
Yeah.
and I think Dito should know that and put it away.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I wouldn't be
Smart.
surprised though if we see him come out with it.
We might see him
wouldn't
come
shock
out
me.
with it at the beginning.
Yeah,
At the beginning, that
the break.
is definitely a possibility. But it wouldn't surprise me if he just brings back the Remington. They're up
Yeah.
right now by 39 points, so they have.
Afraid to map though.
SMGs really come into play here, but yet Dito busts out one of the slowest moving guns, or what
Yeah.
slows your movement the most with that LMG.
Yeah, he was able to just pretty much sit in top beer.
Top
and then,
beer, and then he set top red.
Yeah,
as well.
and then he also was in mid alley for a little bit.
For the beginning, for the
beginning.
I think the entire 3 minutes
Yeah.
of the first game.
So he pretty much stayed stationary in the same spot and watched.
Yeah.
Same thing. And he kind of almost held spawn in a way, because when you have that B flag and you have a player near there, you'll either spawn in that back red alley, in the front of crates,
Okay.
or by gate. But if he's in top bar, they're mostly going to spawn front of crates. So it makes it easy for his teammates to flood up into their buildings and get good
just
pressure.
continue to push up on them. That it makes a lot of sense there. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. I think he dropped like a 20 bomb there.
Yeah,
with
it was
the
21, I think.
21 or something.
7.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Of
fairly
course,
good.
the story is, will Dito do that again? Mr. X seems to think he won't, or at least he won't at the
Yeah,
I guess rest of the game. I think he's just gonna. I think he's
Ride
gonna,
it
I think
out?
he's gonna ride it out. I think he's gonna do it again. It's something that frustrated Vitality.
Yeah.
They haven't figured out a counter for it yet. I don't know if they are. So why
Yeah,
not use it?
I don't know if Vitality is going to come up with a counter for this. I think
Yeah.
they kind of have that one way they like to play, and I think they're going to try and just stick with that. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if he comes out with it.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and check out Dito. And he doesn't have it. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, of course, either way, it was like either he's using it because he knows that he's going to have a something. He's going to have that opportunity to do something. I don't know what he was doing looking up there, but it is what it is. So Dito now going into the B flag, and he is. Oh, sorry about that. Dito back over here, finding one, going, and he's going to get taken out. And I got to ask you about the change of style that you're going to have. At the start there, I mean, he's playing a very passive game, looking at specific lanes and then switching up to an SMG. Seems like a bit of a radical switch, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, Dito's a player that can pull that off, though. I mean, him and
Ooh.
Saints are two types of players that can play that. They can play super aggressive. They can play extremely passive. And,
Yeah.
this is an interesting play right here out of Apathy. It looks like SB came out, ran an extra AR off the break, knowing that Vitality needs to make a pretty nice comeback here, Alex. They're
Apathy's
just trying
having
to
a run.
use their aggression against them, and it's working out in their favor.
Look at
now.
that
Apathy,
angle.
He is just in robot mode.
Yeah, when Apathy gets like this, it's so scary. That's why Apathy. I know a lot of people that when the great roster change of 2014 was going on, I know a lot of people were going after Apathy because they were like, this guy is really good, and you can see it. They're 7-0. Of course, Vitality rises. They are struggling. Now let's go ahead and check out what's going on there with Broken or Carnage, as a matter of fact, who's going to be 5-2. Knowing that a player is going to be around there right by crate, he's going to get picked off. That will be Saints. Gotaga now advancing forward. They got to make moves by B. Plus 39 with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock. There's plenty of time for them to be able to come back. Actually, if you added this, plus 49.
Yeah.
But still, they have an opportunity to be able to come back into this matchup. It's just a matter if they can get that control of the mid. And he is going to be able to take out Dito there. But Apathy will be there for the stop.
They got to really get together and make a good push. You kind of just see one player going out, getting a kill, the next player coming out, and just trading in the middle of the map, but they're not trading effectively in their favor. They need to get together, make a good plan, and get maybe one player get a two-piece, break them out, but it looks like they're about to lose A as well, Alex.
Yeah, they are going to give this one. Well, they are going to get it back. They get A back. So that is actually going to be courtesy of Blue to be able to get that back. But they have the control there by B. And in the mid, they're pushing out Red. They have a player there. Sensor's going to get taken out. And Broken looking at Red, knowing that there could be someone there in the mid. That's a stop. Carnage here back on your screen as he is going to push forward toward B, but that nade just clearing him. And Blue now, he's going to get dropped too, and you got to wonder, when your vitality rises, this is your tournament life on the line, strictly business, coming to the losers bracket, courtesy of Optic Gaming. Vitality rises, coming to the losers bracket, I believe, thanks to, I want to say, complexity. Not sure.
No, I don't think so. I think
it may have been. You know what? I'm drawing a blank here.
Yeah, not too sure. I haven't cast that. So.
But yes, we've been doing.
But they are in
a
the
lot
loser
today.
bracket, though.
But they are in the losers bracket.
They are in the loser bracket.
Needless to say, this tournament life, it's on the line for each
Yeah,
one.
I'd like to see a lot more sense of urgency from them right now, Alex. You know, they're kind of sitting back. I mean, Carnage trying to make a play on C, but
yeah.
You notice on your mini-map, he's the only one anywhere near, you know, SB's side of the map.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, at this point, it is mathematically impossible. We're talking about 30, 69 points, or 30 there, 69. So
yeah,
with 1 minute and 25 seconds left, strictly business, they're definitely moving on to the next round. I can't see anything happening here. I don't think that's going to happen unless they get mod hacks, but that's not going to be the case.
Don't think that's loud here.
Not at all. Apathy. Talk about this for a sec, X. 17-5, 18-5. I mean, wow.
I mean, he came up big because, I mean, look at Dito in the second half. I mean, only go 3-6, but you see, I mean, they're just outslaying this Vitality team pretty heavily. But, you know, I've been extremely impressed with what I've seen out of Vitality this entire weekend.
I have as well. They definitely deserve to have been here, represent their country, represent themselves at the top level of competition. They ran into the U.S. champions, a team that many predicted to win this event.
Yeah.
And
sometimes you just run into a team that's just on a mission. And I believe that, you know, that SB lost to Optic, they are not happy with at all. Nobody's happy about a loss, but
yeah, of course.
That is one loss that, you know, it definitely sat sour in SB's mouth. You know, they really just didn't want to lose to Optic, and it looks like they're on a mission to get back for a matchup with them.
Yeah, get back and get that vengeance, you know, with 10 seconds on the clock. Big shout out to Carnage, Broken, Blue, and Gotaga for having an incredible event, for showing that France can play with the best of them, for showing that international Call of Duty is certainly alive and well. This has been quite a run for them, but unfortunately, the ride is over. But strictly business, we'll move on to the next round, where, of course, they have a lot of pressure on them to come out on top, being the U.S. champions and all. It's gonna be a good one.
I mean, you know, if you're a French Call of Duty fan, you have to be happy with how Vitality plays. You know, both teams this weekend. You know, saw a ton good out of Broken, Gotaga, Carnage, the entire team. You know,
Agony, Azox. I mean, they're just returns played
teams,
great.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, the level of play over there is getting extremely high, and, you know, they're closing the gap very quickly with all these other teams.
That's right. So can strictly business go back into it, get their revenge against Optic Gaming? Of course, they're going to have to fight through the rest of the losers bracket to do so. Who knows how all this is going to work out, but that's going to do it for me for today. X, has been a pleasure. Big boom. Big boom.
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 Okay.
Yeah, boom.
Boom.
Let's do it again.
Okay. Boom.
Cool.
All right, guys. That's going to do it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, we have one more game coming up here on the Charlie Station, if I'm correct. Could be wrong, of course. I mean, I have been known to be that from time to time, but I have no
problem
worry.
admitting it.
Actually, we're done on Charlie.
Oh.
That's it. You and me. We're done. High five. Whoa.
Woo.
All right. Woo. Thank you, producer in the back. All right, so that is pretty much going to do it for us here on the Charlie stream. You got a great game going on over on Bravo, of course. Lots of action on Alpha. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you here tomorrow, bright and early, for plenty more Call of Duty action. But, of course, I'm Golden Boy, this fine gentleman right here who kind of looks like Macklemore, is, in fact, Mr. X. I had to bust it out once.
I
had to bust it out once.
I'll forgive you.
And we will see you guys later. Have a great evening.